As soon as I seen the car, I was like, I already know this bitch is gonna be a problem.
Hey guys, how you doing? Today is something a little out of the ordinary. We have two Lancer Evolutions, an Evo 10 and an Evo 8 MR. Here, let me show you guys. We're doing a radium fuel pump hanger on the 10 and the 8 MR. It's getting an inspection before tuning. Let's go. You just got a full paint job. It took a little while, and while that was happening, the fuel pump kind of failed. It's a very clean example of an Evo 10. This team doing the radium fuel pump hanger on the Evo. We weren't expecting it to be a complete full pin-out installation, but he's almost done with it. And outside we have the Evo 8 MR. The customer just moved from Tennessee, and while they were up north, they were getting dyno tuned because they got a little upgrade there. Maybe you can see through this grill. Yep, that's a precision turbo. So while it was getting dyno, the clutch slipped. So they were only able to do a one run before that happened. And then they replaced the clutch, and they didn't get a chance to finish the tune. They moved here to Florida. And it's been sitting for quite a little while. So they came to us asking for a recommendation where to get it tuned. And before that, to go over the whole car and make sure it's ready. It's very clean. It's 2006. You don't see this very often nowadays. It's a bit of surface rust, which is quite common. I'm not exactly sure the size of the turbo. Dual wastegate setup. We're gonna go through it and make sure everything is tight and everything is ready for it to hit the dyno and get tuned for once. So this car already has been through the shop this morning. It still needs to be fully tuned, so we can't really go too hard, but can just at least test some boost, put a little power through the pistons, you know. Half throttle. It's riding on teen flex coilovers. I always like the teen flex. They're very comfortable for the street, and they're not so expensive. Okay guys, so we finished with the Evo. We upgraded to the radium fuel hanger, and then we did the inner axle boots. I'm gonna go drive it, make sure it's all good to go, and then the customer will pick it up in the morning. Now this one right here is gonna get our classic Fuji-San automotive treatment, our Subaru treatment. We're doing an out front motorsports grocery getter, that's the name, short block. holds up to 550 horsepower, I believe. This car already has a ported billet wheel turbo. We're gonna take apart this tire short block and clean the heads, lap the valves, all new gaskets, chains, tensioners, you name it, you know. And then we're gonna tune it with nobody else but D-Man. But this was gonna get tuned as well tomorrow. Just came here because the dam was dropping on a regular cob map. Found the throttle body hose wasn't correctly placed. It was leaking some oil. You see some residue right there. But at first it looked like it's leaking from a line, but it's not. It was wet all around the throttle body, dripping down to it. We're gonna put a pairing throttle body hose and tune it.
Bad aura. As soon as I seen the car, I was like, I already know this bitch is gonna be a problem. Yeah, I literally took this motor out and the clutch was supposedly slipping and all the pressure plate bolts were literally loose. I took them out by hand with a socket, no ratchet, and bunch of jank. I could just feel the negative aura, so to speak, coming off this motor. Tear down all the coils, pissing oil out of them. I already knew this was just going to be a problem. Sleeve on the trans was, repair sleeve was cooked, toasted the input shaft. But let's play a little game. Guess the carnage. Guess the part. Because when I pulled the oil pan, I already told Ricky I had a feeling there might be metal in this. And it's not the easiest thing to see. Not a light.
Ooh, I see something right there.
Oh yeah, we'll get to that. But you can definitely see there's, looks like aluminum, metallic flake. Kind of hard probably to pick up on camera, but it's definitely there. And yeah, guess the part. If anyone wants to, you know, drop that in the comments, what you think that piece might be. And just, you know, let me just pull it out and flip it over, give you a little better look at it.
Ooh.
And you can see
That's
part of a name there. And let's flip it over.
Ooh.
And that is a piston skirt, or a piece of a piston. So yeah, fun.
How does that even happen?
There could be several reasons. That could be beating on the car, overheating the car, lack of oil, detonation. The cylinders could be worn. In this particular case, I don't think that the cylinders are worn and that's what caused it. It could have been misshift, or just, you know, beating on it, essentially. But yeah, we'll see when I get into it more. I'm sure we'll find it, that's for sure. And when I pulled this in the bay, I mean, around $3,000, if I revved it up, free revs, because we couldn't really drive it, so I basically just pulled it in because the clutch was, you know, slipping, known to be slipping. But just kind of revving it up into the RPM about $3,000, it just, I don't know, it just, to me, I just had, like, I could feel something didn't sound quite right. It wasn't knocking, it's just like, bad aura. I'm not even an aura person, but like I could just feel
bad vibes.
I could feel the bad vibes. I could feel the jank coming off of it. And I found literally a coupler loose going to the intercooler, so that was obviously leaking boost. And the map sensor, they put the wrong bolt in it, which is dangling around like basically under boost, probably push it out. Which map, like, you know, with those kind of issues, I'm not surprised that there's a chunk of piston in the bottom of the motor. So I just rotated this around. You can see the top of the side skirt on the FAs, they actually poke out of the block slightly. And you can see the upper one, and there's supposed to be a lower one down there. And if I move the cylinder back to about right there, you might be able to see.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, you can see the edge of it. I'm going to check the other ones.
Yeah, right there.
But I wouldn't be surprised if that cylinder's cooked.
Another one?
Oh yeah, look right here. as this piston comes out, watch, right at the top, you'll see a should be right there.
Oh, there's the chain.
If you look right there, that's the edge of the piston.
Oh, okay, I see it.
It's supposed to have a.
Oh, I see right
Yeah,
here.
yeah, you see it?
Oh, snap.
And if you look at this one, you can see that one is how it's supposed to look. Right there with the black coating, and you can see the edge of the skirt.
Oh, yeah, that lines
And
up.
yeah, and that one is just.
That looks like they're a missing piece.
Well, yeah. It's
Or
either
one of
that
our
one or
missing
cylinder
pieces. There's
one.
probably another missing piece somewhere.
So yeah, this is cylinder 1 and 4 are both missing half a skirt, one side of a skirt. Maybe pieces of it are in the pickup.
Oh,
yep,
yeah.
found it. Which I'm sure that's that's blocking oil pressure, 100%. Yep, let's see if we can knock those pieces out. Once the crankshaft basically
That's
smashes the
impressive.
side skirts, it's gonna suck it up eventually.
That's insane.
Crazy, such a large piece, it literally wedged itself in the pickup. You can see the dirt just kind of immediately bubbling off of it, almost just like clouds. And here, this does a really good job of getting in without damaging the aluminum, getting in all the little pockets, and once it comes out, we rinse it thoroughly, and then it gets brake cleaned. All the holes get cleaned, blown out before we proceed to assembly, just to make sure all passages and everything there's no debris, metal, anything like that in them. We can also adjust temperature and the duration that we run it at. You don't really want to run it too hot because you can cause oxidation in the aluminum.
So this is the same treatment that the white WRX you saw in our previous video got. That's why the heads look so clean. This is part of the process.
Yeah, and we do this with the carriers, the heads, any intake runners, anything small that has passages.
Here we have Vinny's 2019 WRX. He was having a problem with the dam was dropping. Call it a happy meter. So the car wasn't happy. So we found that it had a boost leak from the original intercooler coupler. We installed an aftermarket coupler, and we're tuning in right now. We're about to go for a couple of logs, so we can email them. But besides having the cup intake and Tomei catbag exhaust, the car is pretty stock. Let's go for a ride. Already off the go, I can feel the car much happier. When he brought it here, it only had the cup map. The gives you when you buy the intake. Right now we're on a custom map from D-Man. Much smoother, much peppier. I'm gonna do a couple logs and send them back to him and see what he sees. Maybe he'll add a bit more boost, play with the timing. It never gets old driving these cars all the time, I tell you that. It's a dream job for me. What a couple of cops hiding here. Maybe it must be payday today. Alright, let's do this. Second gear. Third. Here we go. That felt great. Smooth. Got up to 19.6 psi. No feedback knock. Damn. Stay perfect where it wants to be at 1. Alright, now we're gonna do the regular driving, the boring logs. Safety, of course, but not as fun. So see you guys back at the shop.